3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey everyone, girls and guys, what's going on? So I asked you to ask me a question on my Instagram story, and I said I would be making a Q&A video, so here you go. Here's the questions you guys asked with my response. And if this gets good feedback, I guess I'll do more. I'll do like once a month maybe, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, here we go.
Don't let your kids watch it!
I'm going to Six Flags tomorrow. Well, good for you. I'm not. Most overrated coaster. Well, let's see. Steel Vengeance, Millennium Force, RMC Gwazi, El Toro. How'd you get into weather?
I started off in Brooklyn. My father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
Well, when I was little, my aunt used to babysit me, and I remember I was already kind of into tornadoes because I was like scared of them and stuff. And she had the movie Twister, and I watched it, and ever since then, I kind of had to decide when I was actually younger, when I was like 12, I'm like, coasters or tornado chasing? And I decided I want to be a coaster designer, so that's what I'm going to work for. But weather is still a great hobby. Ever since I saw that movie Twister, I always love tornadoes and just weather in general. It's so cool! I love it. Favorite restaurant? Oh gosh. I mean, I guess anything Italian really. So I guess Olive Garden, but really anything with a good burger or good chicken fingers or really anything that's good American food or Italian food will get me. Or just a really good steak. Any other, like Texas Roadhouse, stuff like that. Anything like that. But I'm just going to go with Olive Garden because I'm always in the mood for a good old Italian. So Olive Garden.
Are you sure about that?
What do you like about FYE? Well, I hate FYE. It is the worst coaster channel on YouTube. I hate it. I'm just kidding. I love FYE. They have lots of good footage and stuff, and especially for me, they mainly cover stuff in Ohio, like Cedar Point and Kings Island mostly. They also do stuff like Dollywood, stuff that's nearby, and I really like how it's like one of my #1 sources because they usually get their stuff pretty quickly because they pay attention. There's a lot of them, so they pay attention to what's going on. So I usually get my a lot of my news from them, which is pretty nice because they're usually up to date on things. So thank you guys. What made you start to like coasters? Well, the year is 2008. Your boy Thomas just turned 7 years old. He just turned 7. He's in 2nd grade. He's a big boy.
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay?
So, I've ridden Adventure Express a few times. In fact, they raised the height limit, and I wasn't able to ride it for a while, so it was my first year able to ride it again. I still hated it. So we were eating at Outer Hanks, which is now Hank's Burrito Shack over by Adventure Express, and my dad was like, hey, I'm going to take you on the racer. And I was like, no, 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 and I started crying and everything. He made me ride it. I believe we were on the 2nd or 3rd car on the Blue Racer, and hence, this is also why I like the Blue Racer, not the red, because it was my first big boy coaster. So we got off. I cried the whole time. I hated it. And then, that was it. And then later that summer, I was like, Dad, I want to go back to Kings Island and ride the racer again. So we did, and, well, I kind of rode the racer 47 times in one day. And yeah, I was born, and I still know how to marathon coasters like that to this day. Although I have not beat my racer record yet. I've done other coasters more than 47 times, but I've not done racer more than 47 times in a day. And I kind of want to beat that record, but I kind of don't, because I feel like it'd be disrespectful to my younger self. But I'm going to do it anyway. This summer, I'm going to go for it, go for 50 in a day. And yeah, that's kind of how I got into coasters, and I just kind of did the same thing with the Beast and Vortex, and once I did Diamondback, everything else was easy, and then after I did Diamondback, I went and did everything else in the park, and yeah, and now I am where I am today. That was all way back in 2011 and stuff, but yeah. Favorite ride to op. So as you guys know, I'm a ride operator at Kings Island, and I love my job. It's so fun. It's been my dream to work there. A funny story, I've wanted to work at Racer ever since that first time I rode it 47 times in a day, and I finally got to have that dream come true when I got to work at Racer, specifically Blue Racer. I actually cried almost the first time I checked the Racer lap bar because I was like, oh my gosh, this is my childhood dream! Ah! It was so cool. It was really emotional for me, and the person training me had no idea why, and I explained to them, and they gave me a hug and stuff, so thank you, Alex. You probably don't even remember me or remember the story, but if you watch this for some reason, which I don't know why you would, but yeah, thank you for training me at Racer, and thank you for making my dream come true. Anyway, my favorite ride to work at is honestly Whitewater Canyon, my home ride, because I love spraying people with water cannons, and it's so chill. But other rides that I've worked at, I've worked at Diamondback, Beast, and Racer. I would say my favorite to work at is Diamondback because it is fast and fun, and it's my favorite ride in the park, and it's a top 5 coaster for me. So that's why I love working at Diamondback. It's like amazing. And I also just love Rivertown in general, and most of my friends who aren't at my ride work at Diamondback. So yeah. Take me to Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Alright man, just give me 1 second. I'm going to drop everything I'm doing right now. I'm going to stop doing all my homework. I'm going to ignore the fact that there's 4 holes in my face from the surgery I had 4 days ago. Let's go. I'll be at your house in 5 minutes. Let's go to Six Flags. Oh lord, this one's going to be fun. Why are you better than OVC?
Wow.
I would not say I'm better than anyone. I will say this though. I'm not calling anyone out here, but I will say this. Change is not always a bad thing. However, in some cases it is. And when you leech onto people and use them, and then you treat your fans like crap, and you just set bad examples, and you just treat other people like crap in general, you're not going to get anywhere in life. That's all I gotta say. Now, one of my main goals is to become a larger channel. I mean, I guess I'm decently sized for this kind of community, but I want to become bigger, and I want to be the one to set like the standards. I want to be a role model because some of these larger channels are slipping away from that role model point of view. Just some of them, not all of them, just a few of them. And it's really hard for me to see that because I used to be friends with lots of these people, or follow lots of these people, or look up to these people. And when someone you look up to just turns into like the crappiest people you can imagine right in front of you, or your eyes open up and you see how crappy people they really are, it really hurts you, especially when you looked up to them. So it's one thing that keeps me going. I want to become a good role model, and I want to make this community better. This community is just full of a lot of really mean people in some places, and I want to make it a better place because I love this community. What's YouTube? You know what, man? I honestly have no idea. I mean, do you know? I mean, you asked the question. I mean, I certainly don't know. Does anyone else in the comment section know? Comment down below and tell me what YouTube is, please. Best Giga. Well, I'm going to name 3 that I think are top 3, and you can guess that the other 2 aren't good. I've only ridden 1, and that's Millennium Force, and to be honest, I think that's either the 4th or 5th best Giga. I'm not going to count Red Force here, because that's just an Intamin Accelerator, but with my knowledge of physics and just coasters in general, I would say either Steel Dragon, Fury, or Intimidator 305. One of those 3. It's really just preference on airtime, intensity, banks, whatever. It really depends on who you are. Favorite coaster type? You know, I could sit here and ramble on for hours and hours about which is the best and why I don't like the other kinds. However, I'm just going to keep it sweet and simple and go B&M inverts. They're amazing, fun, twisty, and always fun. I said fun twice. Haha, because they're fun. I survived the storms by fleeing to get the sister in college. Well, good job. I'm sure you enjoyed your trip in Tennessee, you very anonymous person. I hope your house is okay. What made you start your Instagram, YouTube, or just be a coaster enthusiast in general? Well, we talked about coasters earlier, so what made me start my YouTube? Well, back when I was like 12 or 13, I actually made Minecraft videos. I'm not really proud of that, but, you know, that's okay. Everyone's got to start somewhere. And then early 2015, me and my friend Tristan, we had a gaming channel called RF Gaming. So if you're wondering why our email is RF Gaming, well, that's why. But I'm like, we stopped using that. And I'm like, hey, can I use this to make a coaster channel? And he's like, sure. So it was like early 2015, and I kind of put out a video every once in a while. And around April or May 2016, I meant 2016. I was talking 2016. April, May 2016, really May is when I started actually trying. So that's what I count as the channel anniversary. So we'll be turning 3 here real soon, actually, the next month or 2. And yeah, I wouldn't say anyone really inspired me. I mean, I watched Coaster Studios and stuff, but I just saw it was just really the amount of channels and media things that were popping up, and really wanted me to make something where I could get my own opinion out there. And then once I started growing, I kind of found my own little clique of things I could do that made me different. And I do a mixture of like media things and footage and reviews and No Limits 2. It's everything. So you can come here for everything, and that's just what I want to be. Anything theme park or coaster related. And yeah, we're about to hit 2,000 subs here in the next, hopefully, few months. So let's do it. What's your favorite part about working at Kings Island? Well, prepare for a really long answer. Not only is it just the coolest place to work, it was my childhood dream to work at Kings Island, And not only working at the racer, like holy crap, that was, we already talked about that. That was just, I almost cried when I was being trained at racer. That was a 7-year-old dream. That was just so cool. And just really all the people you meet, all the friends you make. It's just you're friends with nearly everybody, and when you're there as just a guest like I am, if I'm not working, I'm probably there as a guest riding coasters, and you're just always around your friends, no matter if you're working or you're not working, and it's just literally the best thing in the world. It's hard to describe. If you have the opportunity to be a ride operator or just work at a park in general, do it. It's amazing. I worked in foods. That was fun enough. Not really, but and then I worked in rides, and oh my god, dude, like it's so good. I miss my friends so much. I'm getting emotional right now. I just want to go back so bad. They're not just my friends, they're my family, and that's all I got. You suck. If Whitewater wasn't at KI, and besides everything else in Rivertown and Racer, what coaster/ride would you operate at Kings Island? Now, this person who asked this question knows who I am. They are great friends of mine, really good friends of mine, if you know what I mean. And so that's why they're asking this very, very, very specific question that's really hard to answer. And I suppose either Vortex or Bat. Well, it's actually Drop Bat. If you work at Bat, you also work at Drop Tower. Or I would do Invertigo and Congo Falls. I might actually do that one. That sounds like fun. Yeah. So either Vortex or Invertigo Congo, because Congo's pretty lit and Invertigo's pretty chill because there's only one train. Alright, guys, so thank you so much for...
Hey! You forgot to ask my question.
Okay, but what's your question?
It's not a question, it's a statement. Fury 325 is the best coaster in the world.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry about this lisp and weird talking I have to do. My cheeks are still kind of poofed up and my mouth is a little stiff from that wisdom teeth surgery earlier this week. But I'm back and I'm rocking and I'm rolling. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to smash that like button. And be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. Let's get to 1,600, let's 1,700, 1,800, 1,900, and 2,000. Let's get there. So, thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you want me to do another one of these, if you want a monthly, whatever. And be sure to ride on, and I'll catch you guys next time.